Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista here on YouTube, and today is actually June 30th, so the last day of the month, and this is my June update. So, lots of stitching and diamond painting this month. We have also been very busy with family visiting and different events. It has been a very busy June. The one weekend, my mom and stepdad and Charlize and her girlfriend came and visited, and Charlize and her girlfriend actually stayed in a hotel overnight, and we saw them the next day for dinner, and we played mini golf. It was a lot of fun. It was good to see them. And then Bill's daughter and her husband came, and we celebrated her birthday, and then she came 2 weeks after that by herself because her and Bill were in a fishing tournament. So, yeah, it has been busy. I have been busy with work. Work is going just fine. But we are here to talk about reading and diamond painting and cross stitch, right? So, let's talk diamond painting first. So you guys know that I sold all of the Diamond Art Club ones that I had, all of the bigger ones, because they were taking me months to do. And I did not know where I would put them in my house because my space is just organized differently than in the other house. So I decided to start doing the partial diamond paintings and just fell in love. Absolutely fell in love with them. But I wanted to figure out a way to finish them that was routine enough that I didn't have to think about it when I finished one. And what I came upon, this is one, and I think I showed you guys this one. What I came upon, and I need to put tape on the back of that, or glue, was, now this is one, I mean, come on, like how gorgeous is this, right? I love the bigger gems. They just really make the piece. So what I decided to do was, you know what? I'm going to show you one that I don't have a diamond painting on yet, and I can better explain it. So I had a snafu with one of the diamond paintings that I did, and I had to throw it away. And I had already completed, I had already completed this to put it on there. So I said, well, I'm just going to find a diamond painting to go on this. So what I have done, instead of buying the canvas that is, a 1/2 inch thick, these are canvas tiles. I like them much better. So what I do is I find a washi tape that I like because I have a ton. So I am trying to use up what I have. And I use this purple glue stick and put glue all along the outside, because if you do not put glue down, the washi tape will peel up. And then I just cover all the edges because I don't want the edges to be white. And then I find whatever glitter washi tape I want to use, because Bill bought me a whole set, like all the colors of the rainbow, a while ago. Whichever one I think like matches the diamond painting, some color in the diamond painting. Again, glue, and then just all the way around. And then the diamond painting will go on here, and it actually, goes right to the edge. You can just see a little bit, as you can see in the other ones I finished. So yesterday I saw this down there, and I was like, you know what? I need to do the diamond painting I'm going to do after the one I have kitted up. I'm going to put on here, and it's going to be this one. This one is they're all so beautiful. I love them all so much, but it's going to be this one. This is teal. That's going to match the teal, but stunning. I mean, look at these down here, like the special gems, just beautiful. And all of these I've gotten from either 90% have come from Temu, and then the other little bit was from Peggy Buy and Everyday Deals. So again, okay, so after I do that, I use my stitchery tape that I use when I frame. I have a giant roll of it. I put tape, first of all, I cut the border off of the diamond painting. Put the double-sided tape on the back. Tape it to the canvas. And then I put, and this is an adhesive easel that I bought a whole big pack of them off of Amazon. And then they sit on that shelf up there. Amazing. And at some point, I am going to open an Etsy store and try to sell these, because if I don't sell them, I'm going to run out of room. First of all, I can only fit 5 up there, and then I want to get a shelf on the other side. And so 10 at the most that I can do before I'm out of room. It's either selling them on Etsy or donating them to the thrift store in my area, because I love the thrift store so much in my area. I didn't just want to throw them away or just keep them. I mean, I don't know what I would do with them, because I have so many of these kits and they're all so beautiful. I want to do them all. Now, if you watched my last video, my biggest concern with mailing something like this, especially in summer, was the diamonds slipping or getting, cuckoo crazy and it being ruined. So I said to myself, I have to find some kind of way to seal this, right? One of you, and I'm sorry, I do not remember who it was, told me I need to watch Diamond Grandma on YouTube because she uses a sealer and it works amazing. Because my concern also was the part that's not diamond painted, is a sealer going to ruin that? Is it going to look horrible? No, it is not. So I watched Diamond Grandma. This is what she uses. Or Minwax Polycrylic. Now, I got the Crystal Clear. I cannot remember which one she used. Crystal Clear top coat. I got Clear Gloss. It's a small can. This is water-based and it is very thin, so you do not need a lot of it. And then I bought this small brush from Home Depot to apply it. Now, I learned some lessons in doing this. You do not, when you do it, you do not have to go dig into the canvas to apply it. A very light touch is your best way, because that is how I ruined the diamond painting that was going to go on that one canvas tile. I moved the diamonds and I didn't notice it. When that dries, you are not getting those diamonds off, let me tell you. And it also does not ruin the canvas. Diamond Grandma, thank you so much. The best sealer I have ever used in my life, and I have tried them all. Stunning, amazing. I had a long conversation with my dad about a month ago because I told him I wanted to sell these, but I was also concerned with how am I going to package it. He said to use shrink wrap because he has sold, for years, he sold stuff on eBay. So I shrink wrap it, and then I found mailers that are 12 by 12 because he said you're going to need something that's bigger than 10 by 10 to fit it. I have those saved in my Amazon cart. So stay tuned, because when I open this Etsy store, I will let you guys know. And the name, so I was thinking of a name, and I just thought I wanted to keep the Stitcherista moniker so it would be recognized, right? I'm just going to call it Made by Stitcherista. Very simple. Very, very simple name, because that way, if I wanted to sell any cross stitch, I also could put that in there as well. So this was one of my favorite ones I did. Stunning. And I cannot remember if I showed you guys this one that I did. So I did a couple in June. Whoopsie. Purple. Oh, are you freaking kidding me right now? She is so pretty. Just gorgeous. So yeah, I did flowered, and then I did purple glitter, and you can hardly see it because she covers a good bit. But then, like I said, the easel on the back. Now, I know this one you haven't seen because I just did it not that long ago. Queen of Hearts. Where do you see it? Trying to find someplace to set all this stuff. This one was so fun to do. Are you kidding me? Look at all the hearts. I loved doing this one so much. Loved it. Love, love, love. I mean, look at, like I said, the heart gems. Please. I also, in the month of June, if you remember, I had one up there that was like pearls. It was all done in silver and pearls. It's one of a set of 4, and I decided I was going to keep them and hang them in my bedroom. I completed the other 3 this month. I had a string of this just last weekend. I had Saturday, Sunday, and I crafted all day both of those days. Bill was fishing, so I really took advantage and used that opportunity to get those done. I finished one on Friday afternoon after I was done work. I finished another one Saturday, finished another one Sunday. Done. So I'm going to take you downstairs and I'm going to show you those because they are already hanging in my bedroom on the wall. I don't even have words. Just so beautiful. But I want to show you the next one I'm going to do because Bill came in here yesterday when he got off work. I was off yesterday, so I cross-stitched yesterday. And he saw it on the drawing board, on the light pad, and he was like, "Ooh, that's going to look good." And already in my head, when I look at a diamond painting, when I pull it out, it comes to me instantly what color glitter washi tape I'm going to use. And you will be able to tell very easily when I show you this. Okay. Look at that. So I'm going to use pink, right? I'm going to use pink washi tape. But the dragon, this reminds me of the Game of Thrones, and this reminds me of Daenerys Targaryen. Please, right? I mean, it's going to look so good. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. I might start that one today. But let's go downstairs so I can show you the diamond paintings that I hung in my bedroom. The original plan did not turn out because I hung them and then I didn't like it. So I changed the way that I hung them. Here they are. Originally, I was going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of like to cover the full-length mirror, but it didn't look right. So I just decided to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, what? So here's the first one I did. Here's the second one I did. Here is the third one. And then here's the fourth one. And I finished them all the same way. These are actually 10 by 10 canvases from the Dollar Tree. Yes, from the Dollar Tree. So I got 4 of them. I have this color shifting acrylic paint that is like silvery purple. Painted all of the outside of the canvas in the same way. And on the back, and you can't see it, I put glitter washi tape around the outside. And then just use 3M picture hangers. I mean, they look so good. Bill loved them. He absolutely loved them. So those are up here. I can see them every day, enjoy them. Yeah, just gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to head back up. And then we're going to talk about stitching and about the books I have read. And then that will be it. This is going to be, I'm guessing, somewhat of a shorter video, right? Okay. Let's set you down. All right, so stitching. Now, I was gangbusters on the diamond paintings. I didn't stitch for just about a complete month. And I went through my craft room and I cleaned some stuff out, donated some stuff, and it hit me. I live very close to Salty Yarns now. Close enough that I don't need to amass gobs of patterns that I want. When I want to stitch something, I just need to take a trip to the store. And that's what I did. So I had wanted to stitch this pattern really anytime when it came out, and it came out just recently. Primrose Cottage Stitches Whimsical Quaker. I mean, look at that. And it calls for Classic Colorworks, A Gentle Art, and then DMC. I love stitching on the perforated paper, now perforated PVC. You guys know this. I decided that I wanted to stitch it on 18 count perforated PVC using Sulky, because Sulky, in my opinion, looks best on the paper. It truly looks amazing. So Sulky does not have the same amount of colors that DMC has, so I knew I was going to have to do some converting. So here is my conversion. I'm going to try to hold it up. Probably would be easier if I did this. There's my whoops, I don't want to show the pattern, I'm sorry. There's my conversion. Gorgeous colors, right? Now, mine is brighter than what they charted. And they charted, there's white in it. Well, I'm stitching it on white PVC. So I converted the white to yellow. And I think it's turning out very, very good. And then they used a gray color for the top, for the roof of the houses, which I converted it to this like purpley blue, gorgeous. Again, turning out very, very good. So I want to show you my progress because I have gotten quite a bit done. Isn't it so cute? I mean, you could just eat up that frog, right? And the strawberry. So yesterday I stitched for the large part of the day and got done the strawberry and all of this. And then started this. So the house is done except for the teal part. I just need to outline it and then fill it in. But I am in the home stretch because I have another house, a tree, and like 2 other symbols. But isn't it turning out so amazing? I love it so much. So finishing it. This was something else that I went back and forth. I was going to finish it on one of Alyssa Starry Night Studios boards. But then I'm like, I have shelf space, like to display these, right? So I'm sitting here and I was just sitting here and I was like, why couldn't I use scrapbook paper and maybe some little doodads from, a scrapbook set of stickers and stuff to decorate it and then put an easel on the back and just set it up on a shelf. I was like, I can. I said, but I'm going to do like a test. I'm going to do an experiment because I have scrapbook paper. Ma'am. So I just took, pretend this is my stitched piece, right? Back it with something else. Here's just like 2 little stickers that go with it. And then I put the easel on the back. I mean, look, it sits up. Are you freaking kidding me? Inexpensive. One of the most inexpensive ways that I've ever finished something. So, I'm going to do that. And because it is 18 count paper and the holes are smaller, I don't think I'm going to have to back it. I usually back the perforated paper or PVC with cardstock in a similar color as the paper because it kind of hides the holes. But you can see, don't really need to do that because these holes are already small. So yes, I'm going to be doing that. And I've already picked out, I'm going to show you. I've already picked out the scrapbook paper and the little doodads. I am contemplating also putting washi tape around the outside edge of this when I'm done. Stay tuned for that because I'm still don't know if I'm really going to do that. But here are the papers I'm going to use. So I'm probably going to do, it's probably going to be something like this. I don't know if I'm going to do it this way I think that's going to look better. I do like that way. Or you could do it the opposite way. I could do it like this. That looks really cute too. And it might be this way if I do the washi tape, because the washi tape has red in it. This would probably look better if I went this way. So, and then I picked out a couple little doodads. This says life is very good, and it has strawberry on it. I found stickers with that. This one has dream big. I just wanted something green. And then I have like little teal dots that I might put in the corners of this. If I don't use the washi tape, I'll use the dots in the corner. And then just that finish is not going to take me very long at all. And it is so very cute. Absolutely am just so thrilled of finding that way to finish it. Whoopsie. Now, if you have stitched on perforated paper or perforated PVC, which is switching all of it over now, the 18 count only comes in white. I actually went on Whittle's website and went through their website and their contact page and emailed them and said, would you ever consider printing the 18 count PVC in all of the colors that you do 14 count? I said, because I would love to stitch something on black, on lime green, on lavender, like a Halloween piece. I would love to stitch on different colors without me having to color it myself. And they wrote me back very quickly and said, thanks for your input. So I don't know if that means yes, they'll consider it. If anybody else has ever contacted them and asked that same question. But wouldn't it be amazing? It would be amazing if they just brought out a whole line of 18 count in all the same colors as 14 count. Because they make like, I don't know, 10, 15 colors. I mean, all the colors of the rainbow. Fingers crossed. And if any of you want to email them, please go right ahead. Okay. Now, something else that I discovered, and I don't know how or why it took me so long to discover this. When you stitch on perforated PVC or paper, I find it challenging to anchor solitary stitches, or even something small like this heart that is not really around anything else, because if you carry that thread up here, you're going to see it. You don't want to see it. So I did a search on Google. I was just sitting right here, and I just did this, not yesterday, the day before. And I said, how to anchor a solitary stitch on perforated paper. And a couple things came up. The one thing that stuck in my head was, first off, you use a waist knot, which I already do. Like, you knot the end, you put it through the front, like over a little bit. And then once you stitch all of these, stitch the whole thing, you can cut that and it's anchored. However, to end it though, right? They said, before you start stitching, cut a tiny piece of double-sided sticky tape, like the size of the emblem or motif. Stick it on there and stitch through it. And I thought, all right, I'll give that a shot. It worked. It freaking worked. It worked like a charm. Where the stitches aren't coming out, because all I did was cut a little bit of the stitchery tape that I use, and cut a teeny tiny square. That's how I did all of these yesterday. This, and this. There's double-sided sticky tape behind it, and I just stitched over it, and the stitches are sticking to it, so it's not coming out. Brilliant. So that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. With, like I said, the solitary, and I even did it with this little guy. That's like 5 stitches. That is not anywhere near where I can carry a thread. See, on fabric, you don't have that issue. Now, if you're stitching on white fabric, you might. But most of the time you can carry it and just anchor it somewhere else. Double-sided sticky tape, people. Brilliant. Love that so much. Okay. Yeah, see, here was my calendar for June. I didn't write on every day. I also didn't stitch or diamond paint every day because I've been busy with work the last couple weeks. But let's see. If there's anything on here. Oh yeah, I wrote down when I had like some really good days. June 10th was a Wednesday. I wound up traveling to Barnes & Noble and went to the thrift store in our area. A fantastic day. It's such an enjoyable time. First of all, walking in the bookstore, please. But the thrift store, I wound up getting 2 wine glasses, 2 shirts. Spent like $6. I mean, what? Yeah. We had some 2 days here that were very hot, and we have a heat wave coming up. What's tomorrow? Today's Tuesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's supposed to be like 105 index. Crazy hot. On June 20th, Bill and I took our electric bikes to Assateague because we are close to Assateague. So we went there and they have amazing bike trails. We rode around for 2 hours. And I should have wrote in this. I'm going to write it. I am a sunscreen person. I will burn. I am a firm believer in sunscreen and protection. I also have sun shirts. They're thin, they're long sleeved. So I wore a sun shirt, but it's V-neck. So I had this uncovered and then my face. I put on sunscreen. And I also had sunscreen like in my makeup. But I put sunscreen on. We get through the whole day. And I mean, we were gone all day because we had lunch and, all day. I come home and I come up here and he's relaxing and I'm like, I'm going to go stitch. And my neck starts itching. And I'm like, okay. But then it really started itching, like bad. And I'm like, feels hot. So I go in the bathroom, Bill's bathroom, because it's right there. And I look in the mirror and my neck is blood red. And I thought, what in the actual F? Like, what is happening? And I'm like, okay, what did I have on my neck that is not like normal? And I'm like, the sunscreen. So I start doing some research. If your sunscreen is expired, the chemicals will start to break down and it can cause bad things. I said, okay, well, first of all, let me go wash my neck because let me wash all the stuff off. I showed Bill and he was like, OMG. I put some itch cream on it and took a Benadryl because I literally wanted to scratch my skin off. It was itching that badly. When I looked at the sunscreen, it had expired 2 years ago. No. Thought, oh, holy mother of God. Toot Sweet threw that in the trash. Bought new sunscreen. Now, I bought sunscreen and I looked on the bottom for the expiration. It will last 2 years. I still cannot believe I never knew that sunscreen can expire. So I made sure to tell my stepdaughter that when she was here just last weekend because they go swimming and all that. Do not use expired sunscreen. Make sure she says, oh my God, I think that's what happened to Andy. Andy is her husband. She said they were at the neighbor's pool across the street and he had like all these welts on his arm and yes. So check your sunscreen. Learn something new every day. But yeah, let me jot that little ditty down. Let's see. Sunscreen allergy I'm going to put. Yeah, it was gone by the next day, but holy moly, did that itch and blood red. I mean, horrible. Okay, so like I said, we had neighbors come visit. We had lots of people visiting this month. And then I had Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and even yesterday to stitch and diamond paint. Glorious. This room, I don't know what it is about being in this room. I turn on a movie. I just lose myself. I lose myself in diamond painting or cross stitch, and the world just goes away. And then I can just stop and look out my window. Let me show you what I look at when I sit here. I can stop and look out my window and I see trees. And I see trees. I mean, come on now. Yeah. I lose myself in this room. I'm so grateful and thankful to have this room and that it's bigger than my other room. And we had neighbors across the street over for dinner last night, and they had not seen the house, so I took them on a tour. The wife loved my craft room. Yes, I love it too. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about is what books I have read this month. I read 3 books this month, and I can't show you one of them because I lent it to my neighbor last night. But that book was Aggie Blum Thompson's You Deserve to Know. 3 couples that live next door to each other in a cul-de-sac. Bad things happen. And that's how I described it to my neighbor. She's like, oh, let me read that. So good. I read it in like 2 days. It kept you going like, what's happening? And it also then made me start to look for this author's, all her other books. I had read one other one and remembered it was good. She's only written 3, and then 1 came out today. So the other one I found used on Amazon for like $2, and I bought that. And then the other one she released today is called The Neighbors Are Watching. She likes to write books like in a neighborhood. They're so good though. So I read that one. I also read Kirsten Moglen's Erased. I enjoyed this one very much too. Not quite the usual like twisty, turny book, but something you could relate to. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. One book I read last month that I forgot to tell you guys that I loved. This book was amazing. Nora Murphy's Ours is a Tale of Murder. This was one that I got at Barnes & Noble. This book feels heavy. I don't know why it feels so heavy. The main reason I like this book is you think you are reading something and then you find out you're not. That's the only way I can describe it without giving it away. You think you're reading something and then it's turned on its head and you're like, wait, what? Highly recommend. Yes. And Jill told me, so I told Jill to read that You Deserve to Know book. And she was like, it is so funny that you're talking about that book because she had just heard it's going to be turned into a show on Netflix or Hulu or something. Dude, now that's the great thing about Netflix, Hulu, Peacock, Paramount Plus, all of these streaming things making series. Because now you can legitimately do every part of a book. Because when you have a series that is 8 or 10 episodes, it essentially is an 8 or 10 hour movie. Yep. Oh, also, Bill and I we like documentaries. We watched that documentary on Netflix called Maternal Instinct. I don't even know what to say. If you haven't watched it, I thought I knew what the story was. No, I did not. I mean, and I'm very vocal when we're watching that kind of stuff. I'm screaming. I'm saying, what? Jesus, you know me. I'm having all the reactions. I'm beating the pillow, what in the actual hell is wrong with people? Crazy story. Heartbreaking, horrible story. We also like reality shows. My mom knows we like those. She told us to watch this show, and again on Netflix, called Outlast in the Jungle. OMG! We just finished it. We loved it. And now I hadn't been watching TV at night in my bedroom. I had been reading and going to bed at a reasonable hour. Jill said, you need to watch on Netflix. Again, Netflix has just been hitting it out of the ballpark, right? You need to watch Harlan Coben's I Will Find You. I said, okay, I'm going to take a break from reading tonight. I'll watch the first episode. I watched 4. I watched 4 episodes the one day and the other 4 the next day. Dude, you think you know what's going on? Nope, you don't. So good. So good. If you like a mystery, a thriller, something, Jill said, the 6th and 7th episodes, your mouth is going to fall open. And I'm like, okay. Yes, it does. I Will Find You. That's the name of the series. Highly recommend. Okay, and then the last book that I read this month was Caroline Kenn's newest release and a prequel to the Joe Goldberg series called You First. Loved it. I have read all of the books in this series. I have watched all of the Netflix things. Highly recommend. This is how Joe gets started doing what he does. It's so good. So good. I'm sorry to see it come to an end because she's not, obviously, this is the prequel, so there's going to be no more books. If you have not read any of the You books and you like a first-person narrative, thriller, something dark, I highly recommend you read all of them. So good. And the cover art. Look at the cover. Yeah. I have been reading some really good books. Riley Sager is having a book come out next month. And actually, too, Frida McFadden, is one of my favorite authors. I had received an email from Barnes & Noble because I'm on their mailing list. She is having a book called The Witch come out in October of this year. And she's going to sign 2,500 copies. And Barnes & Noble had them for sale. So I pre-ordered one. So I'm going to get one with her signature. Yes. Now, will she do more than 2,500? Maybe, because why would you not sign a whole bunch of things, right? If people want it. But yeah, I pre-ordered that. Barnes & Noble. So that'll be exciting. I read the premise of the book. I'm there. Anything she releases, I'm going to read it. Anything. I have a handful of people, we've talked about this before, that I will buy every single one of their books. Riley Sager, Frida McFadden, Mary Kubica, BJ Paris, Kirsten Moglen, and now Aggie Bloom Thompson, because, yeah. And I'm trying to think if there's anybody else. So good, though. Like the books. I've been enjoying. I read in bed. I will read out on the screened-in porch. Yes, I have been enjoying myself this month. In the midst of all the busyness, I have had time to decompress and enjoy my hobbies. Okay. Next month, I have already put my stickers down. So we are ready because tomorrow's July 1st. Well, when you guys watch this, it'll be July 1st. So I had some patriotic stickers from Primrose Cottage Stitches, but then I went through my sticker book because I am going to start using the stickers in that sticker book instead of just letting them sit in the book. So each month I'm going to be adding some more stickers. So I did. I added like the book stickers and the hello, I'm doing my best and read. And yeah, I have tons of book stickers. So one of my favorite sticker though from last month was this one. It says, "That's it. You're going in the soup." I need to, if I'm ever like irritated at someone, that's it. You're going in the soup. And my neighbor had me laughing because we were talking about, I don't know, she was talking about someone last night. And she said, the elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. And I busted out laughing. I was like, I need to remember that saying. I don't know how I've never heard of that, but I laughed so hard. I laughed so hard. The elevator does not go all the way to the top. Oh, love the neighbors. I've been over there a couple times for a drink, sitting on the front porch with her. She's hilarious. I love her. Okay, I'm going to end this. I hope you guys have had a good June. I hope you have a good July. I leave in 3 weeks for New Jersey for the retreat. So utterly excited to see all of my friends and to just have 3 full days of camaraderie and stitching. I'm bringing diamond painting. Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll talk about this and then I really will go. I was on the fence whether to bring stitching or diamond painting. And so I really sat down and thought about it. Stitching would be lighter packing because I would just bring one project because we're talking 70% of the time that we're there. And I am someone who likes to pack light now. Like, I'm not bringing a suitcase. I'm packing a duffel bag. I'm really just trying to have 2 bags. And that's it. Well, when I thought about talking and working on something, I said, you know what? Diamond painting would suit me better to bring diamond painting because I have a lap desk. So I would have the lap desk with my cordless light pad and the diamond painting on it. And then my diamonds in front of me. I don't need a light. I don't need to bring my stitching light because I have the light pad. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take diamond painting. No one else there is going to have diamond painting. So, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care about that. Stitching, I have to count too much. I have to pay attention too much to a pattern. And I remember last year I messed up and miscounted and didn't bring half my supplies. Yeah. So I'm going to bring diamond painting. And I ironed and put in my scrapbook 7 diamond paintings because we are there Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I could easily finish a diamond painting in a day, if not more than one. So bring a diamond painting. But yeah, I'm going to bring my Vera Bradley bag. And so I finally made the final decision. Diamond painting it is. Okay. Again, I hope you guys had a wonderful June and that you have a very good July. As always, if you have any questions or comments or concerns or anything you would like to tell me, put it in the comment section below. I read every comment. I usually heart them. If there's a question, I will respond. But thank you for watching and subscribing and sticking with me. July is my 10th anniversary on YouTube. Where'd that time go, right? But yeah, just thank you. Thank you from the very, very bottom of my heart and the core group of you that have stuck by and supported me through everything that has gone on with this channel. Like I said, have a great July. I will see you at the end of the month.